A very pleasant good morning to you all, dear students. Once again, I sincerely welcome you all to our online class. Today, again, I am here with our Merchant of Venice, especially for the students of class 9. And today, we are going to deal the workbook, that is Act 1, Scene 1. Here we mainly will be focusing on abstract questions and answers. So please note, let me show you your workbook. See, Merchant of Venice. This is your workbook. This is your workbook, and this is of Morning Star publication. Morning Star publication, and in our last few classes, I have been teaching you about Act 1, Scene 1 from test number 1 to 185. And today we will be discussing and dictating some of the answers of this extract. Remember, for your examination, you will be getting extract form of questions. Extract form of questions means one passage from the scene will be given to you, and based on that scene, 5 to 6 questions are asked, and you have to write answer for those questions. A short passage and then followed by few questions. Don't think that the questions will be limited only with that particular passage. No, it's not like that. Though the passage is small, the question can be from other pages or related things. So what you need to know the total story of the scene. Then only you will be able to understand this one. Now, in the page, mine is the old book, and you will have your own new book. So according to my old book, here the thing begins on page number 28 like this. Then page number 29, you will find this one. And Act 1, Scene 1, plot development. Plot development, you will see. This plot development is the total summary of what you have learned in your book, in your story. Then characterization is given, characterization of Antonio, Bassanio, Graziano, Salarino, and Salanio. These are the 4 main characters. Then you will find on the next page, page number 31, in your book pages may be different. Critical comments are there. Then after that, again you will find historical events and the classical allusions. Then after that, you are going to see the context question. That is, in my book it is 34, yours may be just 1 or 2 pages backward or forward. Please check that one. But we follow the same publication, Morning Star publication. Thus, the questions will be same. All right. So accordingly, our first question is like this. I will show this one. So hope you can see. This is the first question. I will read the first question. First extract. Then read each question, and I will dictate the answer for you. But don't expect I am going to dictate all the answers for you, because in this scene, Act 1, Scene 1, there are 7 extracts given to you, and 7 extracts and 5 to 6 questions each, 4 to 5 questions each. And don't think that I am going to spoon feed you. Few questions, 2 extracts, I will say, dictate, and then you have to write down the answer for the rest of the question. Of course, when you attempt, If you find it difficult, note down those questions, and later on when you come back to school, I will explain those answers to you again. Alright? Now, let me read the first extract for you. The question will be always like this. Read the extract given below and answer the questions that follow. Antonio, the very opening dialogue of our drama. In sooth, I know not why I am so sad. It wearies me. You say it wearies you. But how I caught it, found it, or came by it, what stuff it's made of, whereof it is born, I am to learn. And such a want with sadness makes of me that I have much ado to know myself. Let me explain the extract once again for you. That is, Antonio, Salarino and Salarino, they are talking to our dear Antonio, telling that probably they must have asked Antonio what is the reason of his sadness, because already Antonio is presented as a melancholic character. In response to the question of Salarino and Salarino, Antonio is giving this answer. In truth, in reality, indeed, I do not know what is the cause of my melancholy. From where it came, what is the source, what is the origin. This situation I do not know. And of course, my condition makes you tired as well as it makes me also tired. And because of this condition, I am not able to understand myself properly. And it makes me almost an absent-minded person. Self-knowledge is the best knowledge. And our Antonio is not able to understand himself because of his dash, because of his film, yes, because of his melancholy. Alright, that is the summary of this extract. Now, let us read one each question and answer. After reading the question, I will be reading the answer for you, and you have to answer your write down in the book. Alright. Where are Antonio and his friends? What does Antonio say about his sadness? Where are Antonio and his friends? What does Antonio say about his sadness? Antonio and his friends are in a street in Venice. Answer, please write down. Antonio and his friends are in a street in Venice. Antonio says that his sadness makes him depressed and dull. He further says that he is yet to learn about the origin and nature of his sadness. I repeat the total answer once again. Pay attention. Antonio and his friends are in a street in Venice. Antonio says that his sadness makes him depressed and dull. He further says that he is yet to learn about the origin and nature of his sadness. Question number 2. Give the meaning of. Here you need to write only the answer. Give the meaning of. A. Whereof it is born, which means how it originated. Whereof it is born means answer is how it originated. B. A want with sadness. Answer is a dull sadness. A dull sadness. That I have much ado to know myself. That I have much difficulty in recognizing myself or understanding myself. Thus, once again I repeat the total answer for you. Whereof it is born, how it originated, a want with sadness, a dull sadness, that I have much ado to know myself. Answer is that I have much difficulty in recognizing or understanding myself. Question number 3. What reason does Salarino give as the probable cause of Antonio's melancholy? I repeat the question. What reason does Salarino give as the probable cause of Antonio's melancholy? Answer is Salarino tells Antonio that he is sad because his mind is preoccupied with his ships filled with cargo which are out at sea. I repeat the answer for you. Salarino tells Antonio that he is sad because his mind is preoccupied. Spelling of preoccupied, Preoccupied, with his ships filled with cargo which are out at sea. Question number 4. State in your own words the scene on the ocean as described by Salarino when Antonio's ships were sailing. The answer is Salarino compares Antonio's ship sailing on the waves with the great lords and wealthy citizens who look down on lesser men as they walk along the street. He says that compared to smaller ships, Antonio's ships move swiftly on the sea with their canvas sails and look like grand spectacles or pagans of the sea. I repeat the total answer once again for you. Question number 4 answer is Salarino compares Antonio's ship sailing on the waves with the great lords and wealthy citizens who look down on lesser men as they walk along the street. He says that compared to smaller ships, Antonio's ships move swiftly, fast. Swiftly means fast on the sea with their canvas sails and look like grand spectacles or pagans of the sea. Question number 5. The question number 5, that is the last question of this exercise. The play begins in an atmosphere of melancholy. Melancholy means sadness. Why do you think that Antonio is presented as a melancholic and passive character? Hope the question is clear for you. Let me make the question clear for you once again. The play begins in an atmosphere of melancholy or sadness. Why do you think that Antonio is presented as a melancholic and passive character? The answer is Antonio is presented as a melancholic and passive character mainly for 3 reasons. Firstly, by portraying Antonio as a whimsical person who is least bothered about the consequences of his actions, justifies his signing the bond agreement. Bond agreement you will come to know later. Secondly, Antonio's melancholy creates a tragic atmosphere suitable for the play. Second reason is, I repeat, Antonio's melancholy creates a tragic atmosphere suitable for the play. Thirdly, Antonio's melancholy creates a sense of mystery for the audience. Thus, Let me summarize this answer once again for you. Antonio is presented as a melancholic or passive character in this scene mainly for three reasons. First reason is that by portraying Antonio as a whimsical person, whimsical, W-H-I-M-S-I-C-A-L, whimsical person who is least bothered about the consequences of his actions, consequence, spelling Consequences of his actions justifies his signing the bond agreement, BOND-AGREMENT. Secondly, Antonio's melancholy creates a tragic atmosphere suitable for the play. And thirdly, Antonio's melancholy creates a sense of mystery for the audience. Thus, we have dealt Act 1, Scene 1, extract number 1, question answer. Please write down this, listen the channel, listen the video and repeatedly listen and write down the answer in your book. I am going to dictate the answer for one more question. Rest of the things you have to do by yourself. Extract number 2. Again, this is the model answer. What you have to do? You directly, when you answer a question, directly you write the answer. What is asked? You directly answer that question. That is what you have to do to score full mark. No need of writing any extra answer. No need of showing all the knowledge that you have got about this particular drama. No, that is not required. You are supposed to write the answer that is answer to the question. All right. So accordingly, let us move to the second extract. Let me read the second extract for you and the answer also. Please pay attention. In page number 35, your page may be different. Please note that one. Second one, Salanio's dialogue. Believe me, sir, had I such venture for, the better part of my affections would be with my hopes abroad. I should be still plucking the grass to know where sits the wind, peering in maps for spots and pears and roads and every object that might make me fear misfortune to my venture out of doubt would make me sad. Now Salanio is giving, let me explain the extract once again for you. Salanio is saying to Antonio, Antonio, if I had such business ventures like yours, then I won't be simply sitting here. But what I would be doing, I would be plucking the blade of grass, tossing in the air, and to check to which side the wind is blowing. And I will be carefully watching or observing the map for suitable ports, piers, harbor, and to that side, that direction, I will be directing my business to that side. And the thought of any misfortune that might happen to my business ventures definitely would make me sad. This is the meaning of this passage, and let us answer the question. Question number 1 is, where would Salanio's attention be if he had business ventures abroad? Why would he be plucking the grass? What else would he be doing in the extract? So, question once again, where would Salanio's attention be if he had business ventures abroad? Why would he be plucking the grass? What else would he be doing in that extract? One each point you need to write there. If Salanio had business ventures abroad like that of our Antonio, his thoughts would be fixed on the dangers of his ventures and methods of securing them. He would be plucking the blades of grass and casting them in the air, tossing them in the air to see which way the wind blew, to see if it was blowing in a direction favorable to the course of his ship or not. Further, he would look into maps, M-A-P-S, maps for harbors, H-A-R-B-O-U-R-S, harbors, canals, and open roadsteads near to the shore where his ship could anchor in case of need. These are the three things. Let me explain once again to you, then you have to write the answer. If Salanio had business ventures abroad, his thoughts would be fixed on the dangers to his ventures and the methods of securing them. He would be plucking the blades of grass and casting them or tossing them in the air to see which way the wind is blowing, to see if it is blowing in the direction favorable to the course of his ship or not. Further, he would look into maps for harbors, canals, and open roadsteads near to the shore where his ship could anchor in case of need. Question number 2. What would make Salanio fear some danger to his ventures? Ventures means business ventures. Give 2 examples from the opening scene to show how some objects remind Salarino of the danger to the ship. Answer is, every thought of Salanio would make him fearful of danger to his business ventures. Every thought of Salanio would make him fearful of danger to his business ventures. 2 examples which reminded Salarino of the danger to his ship were: A. While cooling his soup by blowing on it, reminded him of the stormy winds at sea causing terrible damages to his ship. Secondly, the sandy hourglass reminded him of the richly laden vessels wrecked on the sandy shore. See, of course, when I told you in the first video of this drama, I told you before drinking you tea, if the tea is so hot, what do? You bring near to the lips and you blow air. Then you drink, isn't it? Yes. That means by the little wind which comes from your mouth has the capacity to cool the tea or broth. In that way, imagine the heavy winds that blow in the sea, which can cause damage to the simple ship. Isn't it? Yes, that is what the point is saying. Then secondly, of course, the sandy hourglass, the first time, earlier, the ancient time, before the invention of our wrist watches and clocks and so on, time was calculated, they used based on what? Sandy hourglass. Yes. Seeing these things, of course, he would be thinking about the dangerous, shallow sandbirds that could cause damage to the ship. That is the summary of this answer. In your own words, please write down. Question number 3. Give the meaning of plucking the grass to know where sits the wind. Means, answer is, plucking of grass and casting them in the air to see which way the wind blew, which is the direction of the wind. Yes, that is the meaning of plucking of grass. plucking a blade of grass and tossing in the air to see the direction. That is the answer. Second question. Peering in maps for faults and fires and roads, looking into the maps for harbors, channels, and even open roads near the shore. Question number 4. In spite of the danger to his ship, why is Antonio not worried about his financial security? I repeat the question for you. In spite of the danger to his ship, why is Antonio not worried about his financial security? Despite danger to his ship, Antonio is not worried about his financial security because his business is neither dependent on any one ship nor on any single location or commercial transactions of the current year. Let me explain the answer once again to you. He is not worried because his finance is not just depending on one single vessel. He has plenty of business deals, plenty of savings, many years savings are there, and many locations things are there. Thus, he is not too much worried about this. Last question, question number 4. Question number 4. What is the question number 5. What light does the opening scene throw on the danger that the sea could pose to ships? I repeat the question once again. What light does the opening scene throw on the danger that the sea could pose to ships? The opening scene shows or pose many threats to the ships in the sea. It can be destroyed by hidden rocks. It can be destroyed by unfavorable tsunami or heavy winds. It can be again destroyed by pirates, sea robbers, or hidden rocks. In so many ways, the ship can be destroyed. That is what the opening scene that shows various dangers to the sea. Thus, dear students, here I am going to wind up my class. Now, in this Act 1, Scene 1, you will notice that there are 7 or 8 extracts. Let me check 8 extracts, I think. 8 extracts are given, and your work is to read and understand the extract carefully, then write down the answers. Of course, try to write the answer with pencil so that when you come back to the class, if you made some mistakes, you can erase and rewrite it. I will be dictating all those things again for you. Thus, and meanwhile, as you attempt, if you find any difficulty to attempt any question, leave that question and go with the easy one. Alright? So, whatever things you are able to do in all the extracts starting from 1 to 8. Of course, first and second, I have already dictated the answer to you. So, please, rest of the questions, write down the answers, and if you find any difficulty, go with the other question. Alright, then you will be able to understand. Please, I will not be, for the time being, I will not be coming with any more answers. Tomorrow, I will be coming to you with our revision of point number 1 and of course revision of short story number 2, but also workbook. Alright. Hope you are keeping fine, and please stay at home, stay safe, and learn at home. Alright. You take care. Bye bye. This is Joseph once again, thanking you all for listening my video. Thank you very much.